Have you noticed that right before something amazing happens in your life, everything suddenly falls apart? You're about to get promoted, then your car breaks down. You're about to start a business, then you get sick. You're about to move forward, then drama explodes out of nowhere. This isn't bad luck. This isn't coincidence. And you're definitely not cursed. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 spiritual reasons why bad things happen right when you're about to level up. And reason number 7 will completely change how you see every obstacle in your life. By the end of this video, you'll understand that these bad things are actually signs you're on the right path. So stay until the end, because this knowledge will transform how you handle challenges forever. Let's begin. Before we dive into the 7 reasons, you need to understand something powerful about spiritual growth and success. Leveling up isn't just about getting promoted, making more money, or achieving external success. Leveling up means you're about to step into a higher version of yourself. A more powerful you. A more aligned you. A more blessed you. And here's what most people don't realize: every time you're about to level up, the universe tests you. The spiritual realm responds. And yes, things often get harder right before they get better. This happens to everyone. Every successful person. Every spiritual leader. Every person who's ever made a major breakthrough. Right before their breakthrough, they experienced a breakdown. Right before their blessing, they faced a battle. Think about stories you know. The Bible says Joseph was in prison right before he became second in command of Egypt. Job lost everything right before God doubled his blessings. Every hero's journey includes the darkest moment right before victory. This isn't punishment. This isn't the universe being cruel. These challenges serve specific purposes. They're actually preparing you for the level you're about to step into. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why this happens and what each challenge means. Once you understand these 7 reasons, you'll stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start seeing them as signposts telling you you're almost there. You'll develop what I call breakthrough vision, the ability to recognize that when everything falls apart, you're actually about to fall into place at a higher level. Let's start with reason number 1. Reason number 1, the universe is testing your commitment. The first reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because the universe is testing whether you're truly committed to your next level. Think about it like this. When you say you want something, more money, better relationships, spiritual growth, success, the universe asks, are you sure? Are you really ready for this? Will you give up at the first sign of trouble? The challenges that appear right before your breakthrough are tests of commitment. They're designed to separate people who just talk about leveling up from people who are actually serious about it. Here's what these tests look like. The financial test: right when you're about to start that business or take that leap, unexpected expenses appear. Your car breaks down. Medical bills come up. Something needs immediate money. This tests whether you'll find a way or find an excuse. People who pass this test figure out creative solutions. People who fail say, I guess it's not meant to be. The energy test: right when you need to be taking action toward your goals, you feel exhausted. You get sick. You feel drained. This tests whether you have the discipline to push through when motivation is low. Winners understand that you don't need to feel like it to do it. The fear test: as you get closer to your breakthrough, fear intensifies. Self-doubt screams louder. Imposter syndrome kicks in. This tests whether you'll let fear stop you or feel the fear and do it anyway. The support test: people around you suddenly don't support your vision. They question you. They discourage you. They tell you all the reasons it won't work. This tests whether you believe in yourself more than you need others' approval. The timing test: everything seems to take longer than expected. Doors don't open as fast as you hoped. Results don't show up immediately. This tests your patience and whether you trust the process. Here's the key: these tests aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to strengthen you. Every test you pass makes you more resilient, more determined, and more prepared for the level you're moving into. The universe knows that your next level requires a stronger version of you. So it tests you to build that strength. If getting to the next level was easy, everyone would be there. The difficulty is what makes you worthy of it. I know someone who was about to launch her dream business. The week before her launch, her computer crashed and she lost work. Her bank account got frozen due to a fraud alert. Her childcare fell through. Most people would have given up. But she saw these as tests. She borrowed a computer, resolved the bank issue, and found alternative childcare. She launched anyway. Today her business is thriving. Those tests made her resourceful and resilient. When bad things happen right before your breakthrough, ask yourself, is this a stop sign or a test? Usually, it's a test. And the only way to fail is to quit. But testing your commitment is just the first reason. Reason number 2 is even more important. Reason number 2, your old life is fighting to keep you. The second reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because your old life, old identity, and old patterns are fighting to keep you where you are. This is what spiritual teachers call the death of the old self. Before you can fully step into your new life, your old life has to die. And nothing dies without a fight. Your old life includes your old habits, old mindset, old relationships, old comfort zone, and old identity. Even if that old life wasn't serving you, it's familiar. And your ego wants to keep you in the familiar because change feels dangerous. Here's how your old life fights to keep you. Comfort zone attacks. Right when you're about to step out of your comfort zone, everything in your comfort zone suddenly looks appealing. That toxic relationship you were leaving suddenly seems not so bad. That dead-end job you were quitting suddenly seems safer. Your old life tries to seduce you back. Drama bombs. Old toxic people resurface. Old problems flare up. Old drama reignites. Your ex texts you. Old friends who don't support your growth suddenly want to hang out. This is your old life trying to pull you back. Self-sabotage patterns. You start doing the same old things that kept you stuck before. Procrastination kicks in. You make excuses. You pick fights. You create chaos. This is your subconscious mind trying to keep you in familiar patterns because the unknown is scary. Identity crisis. You start questioning who you are. Can I really do this? Is this really me? Maybe I'm not that person. Your old identity is fighting the new identity trying to emerge. Nostalgia traps. You start romanticizing your old life. You forget why you wanted to leave. You remember only the good parts. Your mind plays highlight reels of your past to make you doubt your future. This is all normal. It happens to everyone who tries to level up. Your old life is like quicksand. The more you try to leave, the harder it pulls you back. But here's what you need to understand. This resistance is actually confirmation you're on the right path. If your old life wasn't fighting, it would mean you're not really changing. The harder it fights, the bigger the transformation you're about to experience. Think of it like a rocket leaving Earth's atmosphere. The hardest part is escaping gravity. Once you break through, the journey becomes smoother. Your old life is gravity. The challenges are the resistance you face breaking free. I know a man who was leaving his corporate job to pursue his passion. The last month before his departure, everything in his corporate life suddenly improved. He got a bonus. His boss praised him. He got invited to important meetings. His old life was trying to seduce him into staying. But he recognized it as the death throes of his old identity and pushed forward anyway. Today he's living his purpose and never looked back. When your old life fights to keep you, remember, nothing dies without a fight. Let it die. Don't resuscitate what you've already outgrown. But it's not just your internal world fighting. Reason number 3 involves external forces. Reason number 3, jealousy and spiritual opposition increases. The third reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because jealousy from others and spiritual opposition intensify. When you're small and struggling, nobody cares. But the moment you start rising, people notice. And not everyone is happy about it. Here's what happens spiritually when you're about to level up: your light gets brighter. Your energy shifts. Your vibration rises. And this does two things: it attracts some people and threatens others. The people who feel threatened by your growth will consciously or unconsciously try to stop you. This is where jealousy, evil eye, and spiritual attacks come in. Here's how this shows up. Sudden jealousy from people you trusted. Friends who were supportive suddenly make snide comments. Family members who encouraged you suddenly doubt you. Colleagues who were friendly suddenly compete with you. Their jealousy creates negative energy directed at you. Increased evil eye. When people see you about to succeed, they give you the evil eye, whether intentionally or not. They look at your progress with envy, and that envious energy creates blockages in your path. This is why wise people don't announce their moves until after they've made them. Spiritual attacks intensify. If you're stepping into spiritual power or purpose, dark forces that want to keep you small will attack harder. You might experience nightmares, sudden fear, unexplained obstacles, or a sense of being under attack. This is real spiritual warfare. Energy vampires drain you more. Toxic people sense when you're about to outgrow them. So they unconsciously try to drain your energy to keep you at their level. They create more drama, need more from you, and demand more of your time and attention. Interference in your plans. People or circumstances interfere with your progress. Someone cancels an important meeting. A key partnership falls through because someone poisoned the relationship. Opportunities disappear because someone spoke against you behind your back. The Bible addresses this. It says when the enemy sees you coming out of bondage, he chases you harder. When Pharaoh saw the Israelites leaving Egypt, he pursued them with his army. Your enemies, both visible and invisible, will chase you hardest right before you break free. But here's the good news: this opposition is actually confirmation you're a threat to darkness. If you weren't about to step into something powerful, you wouldn't be under attack. The devil doesn't waste energy on people who aren't dangerous to his agenda. When opposition increases, it means your breakthrough is close. The darkness is panicking because it knows it's about to lose you. So what do? You protect yourself spiritually. You pray more. You keep your plans private. You cut off toxic people. You surround yourself with protection. And you keep moving forward knowing that no weapon formed against you will prosper. I know a woman who was about to launch a healing ministry. Suddenly, people started attacking her character online. Friends betrayed her. She even experienced physical attacks and accidents. She realized she was under spiritual attack because her calling was powerful. Instead of quitting, she doubled down on prayer and protection. Today her ministry has helped thousands. The enemy tried to stop her because he knew the impact she'd have. When jealousy and opposition increase, you're close. Don't stop now. But reasons 4 through 7 get even deeper. Let's keep going. Reason number 4, you're being prepared for what you asked for. The fourth reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because you're being prepared for the level you asked for, and that preparation isn't always comfortable. Most people pray for blessings but forget that blessings require preparation. You can't handle your next level with your current mindset, skills, and character. You have to be upgraded first. Think about it. If you pray for $1 million but you can't manage 1,000, giving you $1 million would destroy you. If you pray for a relationship but you haven't healed your wounds, that relationship would be toxic. If you pray for influence but you're not disciplined, that platform would corrupt you. So the universe prepares you. And preparation often looks like problems. Here's how this preparation shows up. Character building challenges. You face situations that force you to develop patience, integrity, humility, courage, or other qualities you'll need at your next level. These aren't punishments. They're training. Skill development obstacles. You encounter problems that force you to learn new skills, think differently, or become more resourceful. These obstacles are teaching you what you need to know for your next level. Emotional healing triggers. Old wounds resurface. Past traumas need to be addressed. You can't take unhealed pain into your next level, so the universe brings it up now to be healed before you level up. Mindset shifts through pain. Sometimes the only way to break old thinking patterns is through experiences that force you to see differently. Loss teaches you what matters. Failure teaches you resilience. Betrayal teaches you discernment. Capacity expansion through pressure. Just like weightlifting tears muscle fibers so they grow back stronger, life pressure tears down your old capacity so you can build greater capacity. Your next level requires greater mental, emotional, and spiritual capacity. The Bible says God will not give you more than you can handle. But He will push you to your edge so your capacity expands. The challenges you face right before leveling up are expanding your capacity to handle what's coming. Think about athletes. Before a competition, they go through intense training that breaks them down to build them up stronger. That's what's happening to you spiritually. I know a man who prayed for a business that would impact millions. Before that business took off, he went through bankruptcy, divorce, and health issues. Each experience taught him something crucial. Bankruptcy taught him resilience, divorce taught him discernment, health issues taught him to value what matters. When his business finally launched, he had the character to handle massive success without losing himself. When bad things happen right before your breakthrough, ask, what is this teaching me? How is this preparing me? The answer will reveal what you need for your next level. But preparation is just one reason. Reason 5 is about timing. Reason number 5, divine timing requires delays. The 5th reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because divine timing requires delays, and those delays often look like obstacles. You want it now. The universe says, not yet. And in the gap between what you want and when you'll get it, life gets uncomfortable. But here's what you don't see, the delay is aligning things in your favor. People need to be positioned. Circumstances need to shift. You need to mature. The world needs to be ready for what you're bringing. Delays aren't denials. They're alignments. Here's how divine timing works. Wrong doors close so right doors can open. That job you didn't get. You would have hated it and it would have blocked you from the perfect opportunity coming next month. That relationship that ended. That person would have prevented you from meeting your actual soulmate. Bad things close wrong doors. Things fall apart so better things can come together. Sometimes your life has to completely fall apart so it can be rebuilt the right way. That business failing. It needed to so you could start the one that would actually succeed. That move falling through. You would have moved to the wrong city. You're waiting for someone else's timeline. Your blessing might be connected to someone else's journey. You can't meet your business partner until they finish their current project. You can't get that opportunity until the person in that position moves on. Divine timing coordinates multiple timelines. The foundation needs to be solid. You can't build a skyscraper on a weak foundation. Sometimes the delay is God making sure your foundation is solid enough to hold what He's about to build on it. The world needs to catch up to you. Sometimes you're ahead of your time. Your idea is brilliant but the market isn't ready. Your message is powerful but the audience needs to evolve first. The delay lets the world catch up. This is the hardest reason to accept because delays feel like punishment when you're waiting. But every master gardener knows you can't rush harvest. Seeds need time to grow underground before they break through the surface. The delays you're experiencing aren't roadblocks. They're incubation periods. Something is developing beneath the surface that you can't see yet. Joseph was in prison for years before he became second in command. Those years weren't wasted. He was being positioned, taught languages, learning Egyptian systems, and building character. When his time came, he was ready. If your breakthrough hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean it won't. it means it's not time yet. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place so fast it will make up for all the waiting. I know a woman who applied for her dream job 5 times over 3 years. Rejected every time. She thought God didn't want her to have it. Then she got pregnant with twins and had to pause her career for 2 years. Those 2 years taught her time management, patience, and prioritization. When she applied again after those 2 years, she got the job immediately, and she realized she never would have been able to handle it before. The delays prepared her. When delays frustrate you, remember, you're not being denied. You're being aligned. Trust divine timing. Now let's look at reason number 6. Reason number 6, final attachments must be released. The 6th reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because you have final attachments that must be released, and letting go is painful. You can't carry everything from your old life into your new life. Some people, places, habits, and beliefs have to stay behind. But letting go is hard, so the universe often forces your hand. Here's what this looks like. Relationships end painfully. Right before you level up, certain relationships end. Sometimes they betray you. Sometimes they just fade away. Sometimes you have to make the hard choice to walk away. These people can't go where you're going. The pain of separation is necessary for your freedom. You lose things you thought you needed, that job security you clung to. Gone. That relationship you were dependent on. Over. That identity you built your whole life on. Crumbling. You're losing what you thought you needed so you can discover what you actually need. Forced out of comfort, you get fired. You get evicted. Your plans collapse. Sometimes the universe burns your boat so you have no choice but to move forward. You'd never jump if you still had something comfortable to hold on to. False securities exposed, money you thought was secure disappears. People you thought were loyal leave. Plans you thought were solid fall through. These false securities must be exposed before you level up, otherwise you'd trust them instead of trusting God. Identity death, the person you thought you were has to die so the person you're becoming can emerge. This feels like loss of self. It feels like you don't know who you are anymore. That's because you're transitioning between identities. This is what spiritual traditions call the dark night of the soul. It's the stripping away of everything you attached your identity and security to, leaving you bare and vulnerable. But this stripping is necessary. You can't put new wine in old wineskins. The caterpillar must completely dissolve inside the cocoon before it can become a butterfly. There's a period where it's neither caterpillar nor butterfly, just liquid. That's what these losses feel like. You're dissolving so you can transform. The pain of these losses is real. Grieve them. Feel them. But don't fight them. What's leaving was never meant to stay. You're not losing. You're being freed. I knew someone who lost everything right before his breakthrough. His marriage ended, his business failed, his health declined, and he was forced to move back in with family. He felt like a complete failure. But later he realized he had been clinging to things that kept him small. His wife didn't believe in his vision. His business was in the wrong field. His lifestyle was killing him. He had to lose everything to gain everything. 2 years later, he remarried someone who supported him, started a business aligned with his purpose, healed his body, and found himself. The losses made space for gains. When you're losing things right before leveling up, ask, what is this loss making space for? The answer will give you hope. Now we're ready for reason number 7, the most powerful one. Reason number 7, your breakthrough requires a breaking. The 7th and most important reason bad things happen when you're about to level up is because breakthrough always requires breaking. You have to break before you can break through. This is a spiritual law. The seed must break open to grow. The egg must break for the bird to emerge. The cocoon must break for the butterfly to fly. And your old self must break for your new self to emerge. Your breakthrough, that promotion, that business success, that healed relationship, that spiritual awakening, requires a version of you that doesn't exist yet. The current you has to break. Here's what breaks before your breakthrough. Your pride breaks. You have to become humble enough to learn, grow, and admit you don't have all the answers. Pride keeps you stuck. Humility makes you teachable. Sometimes life humbles you through failure, embarrassment, or loss. Your fear breaks. You have to break through the fear that's held you captive. This happens when you're forced into situations where you have no choice but to face what scares you. The fear breaks, and courage emerges. Your limited thinking breaks. Your small mindset has to shatter. You can't think your way into your next level with old thinking. So experiences force you to think bigger, believe more, and expand your vision. Your need for control breaks. You learn you can't control everything. Plans fall apart to teach you to trust. Control is an illusion. When it breaks, you discover something better, faith. Your old identity breaks. Who you thought you were gets demolished. This is terrifying but necessary. The old you couldn't handle your next level. The new you emerges from the ashes of the old you. Your heart breaks open. Sometimes your heart has to break open. Closed hearts can't receive. Pain cracks you open so love, wisdom, and blessings can flow in. This breaking isn't destruction. It's transformation. The Bible says you have to lose your life to find it. You have to die to be reborn. You have to break through. Every great testimony includes a test. Every miracle has a mess before it. Every resurrection requires a death. Your bad times are birthing your breakthrough. Think about diamonds. They're formed under intense pressure and heat deep in the earth. That pressure and heat doesn't destroy the carbon, it transforms it into something precious. That's what these challenges are doing to you. I know a woman who had a complete nervous breakdown right before becoming a successful therapist. The breakdown broke her pride, her need to appear strong, and her limited belief about mental health. When she rebuilt herself, she had the empathy, humility, and wisdom to help thousands of others through similar struggles. Her breaking became her breakthrough, and her breakthrough became her message. When everything is breaking around you and inside you, remember, this is the breaking that comes before breaking through. Don't give up at the breaking point. Your breakthrough is on the other side. You don't need to avoid the breaking. You need to embrace it. Let it break what needs to break. Let it transform you. Trust that what's being broken is making space for what's being built. Integration, what to do when bad things happen. Now that you know the 7 reasons why bad things happen when you're about to level up, here's what to do when you're in that difficult period. 1. Recognize it for what it is. Don't see obstacles as stop signs. See them as signs you're close. Say to yourself, this isn't happening to me. It's happening for me. This means I'm about to break through. 2. Don't quit. This is the worst time to give up. You're so close. The hardest part of birth is right before the baby comes. Don't quit during labor. Your breakthrough is coming. 3. Protect your energy. When you're about to level up, protect yourself spiritually. Pray more. Meditate. Stay away from negative people. Guard your peace. You need all your energy for the transition. 4. Learn the lesson. Every challenge is teaching you something. Ask, what do I need to learn from this? How is this preparing me? Extract the wisdom from the difficulty. 5. Trust the process. Even when you can't see it, know that everything is working for your good. Divine timing is perfect. The delays, the losses, the breaking, it's all part of your preparation. 6. Keep taking action. Don't let obstacles paralyze you. Keep moving forward even if it's just small steps. Action in the face of adversity builds the character you need for your next level. 7. Help someone else. When you're going through hard times, help someone else through theirs. This keeps your perspective right and generates positive karma. What you give comes back multiplied. Remember, the darkest hour is just before dawn. When everything is falling apart, you're actually about to fall into place at a higher level. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it's already forming. These challenges are the labor pains of your new life being born. You now understand the 7 reasons why bad things happen when you're about to level up. The universe is testing your commitment. Your old life is fighting to keep you. Jealousy and opposition increase. You're being prepared for what you asked for. Divine timing requires delays. Final attachments must be released. And your breakthrough requires breaking. When you're going through hell right now, don't stop. Don't turn back. Don't give up. You're not being punished. You're being promoted. You're not being destroyed. You're being upgraded. Every obstacle you're facing is confirmation that your breakthrough is close. The bigger the battle, the bigger the blessing. The harder the test, the greater the testimony. So keep going. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Your next level is waiting for you on the other side of this challenge. And when you break through, you'll look back and thank God for every obstacle because each one made you into someone capable of handling the blessing. If this video encouraged you, please like it and subscribe. Share it with someone who's going through a hard time right before their breakthrough. They need to hear this. Remember, when bad things happen, you're not going backwards. You're being set up for a comeback. Your breakthrough is coming. Don't you dare give up now. Until next time, keep pushing, keep believing, and get ready to level up.